Hello everyone from wherever you are receiving this from. I hope you had a good day, and I had one myself. And based on some reflections that I'm picking from a conference I've been attending online, if it leads to some form of mentorship in terms of fruition and the love we get from the things we do in life, I wish to share the following with you, and I also wish to pick your comments on the same. However, before I go into the details, I want to address a few things most people have been asking. Hi, Mwalimu, you said our question is on oral literature. What materials do you mean? What materials have we been interacting with? Oral literature is not the things you've been doing when you're doing rocket science, for those of you who study rocket science. But literature that is passed from one person to the other through the word of mouth. And basically, this is broken into several genres, genre to mean types. And in this case, I want you to remember things like stories, oral narratives, and at the same time, remember things like songs, lullabies, love songs, work songs, whatever, war songs. There are so many. There are about 9 or 10. I also want you to think along the lines of riddles. Riddle come. I have my house that doesn't have a door. And someone would say, the answer is this or that. Proverbs. All that glitter is not gold. So these are the things I meant when I said the oral literature materials you've interacted with. And therefore, for those of you who are sending their assignments, please focus on that. And more so if you get oral literature materials from the community where you come from. If you come from Kisii, Kisumu, Kericho, and then you have something you can say in your mother tongue, that there is this proverb in Kinandi, which again translates to this. It has this meaning. Yes, those are the things I'm looking forward to based on our CAT assignment. And then coming to my real purpose for this recording, I want to share an interesting question and observation with you so that we really ask ourselves the question, where is meaning in oral literature? By the time we go for field work is going to the communities in the societies. For example, we can decide to go to some villages in Kilifi and start interviewing those people there. Sasa tunauliza nyinyi katika hii jamii ya Wadigo, je, mlikuwa na methali za aina gani katika mila na desturi za Wadigo? Mingine asema hivi, na mama, habari, shikamo, si twaomba tuhadithie hadithi moja ambazo mlikuwa mna hadithiwa wakati ulikuwa mchanga. Je, hii hadithi ilikuwa na maana gani? So when you go out for field work, that's what we call field work, doing research, going into the society to do research. The big question I'll want you to ask yourself is, Where is meaning? Where is meaning when you go for field work? Is meaning based on the report you go collecting, like nakumbuka ule mama wa ile kaya alituhadithia kwamba wakiwa wachanga kulikuwa na hadithi ambayo ilikuwa inaitwa shida za mnazi na papa. Na ile hadithi ikaenda hivi ikaenda vile. Now, fine. My big question is one. Is meaning in oral literature something you can write on a black and white paper, or is meaning something that is passed from one person to the other, not only because of the words the person is saying or using, but also because of how those words are being put? Na hapa mfano, labda tukaenda kufanya utafiti wa aina moja au nyingine, na huu utafiti ndio tunaita nini? Field work. Na tukaimbiwa wimbo moja wakitaita kwa mfano, lakini je, mawimbi ya wimbo, their ups and downs, do they contribute to the meaning in the song? Or the words of the song is just the meaning? The melody does not matter. In singing the Kenya national anthem, E Mungu nguvu yetu. What if I decide to rap the song? E Mungu nguvu yetu. Does the meaning change? If it changes, if it remains the same, in my assignment, I'm therefore seriously interested in not journalistic reporting. Don't report like a journalist. We went to the Taita community. We collected 10 narratives. The first narrative was about the crocodile and the fish. The crocodile and the fish, they went into the river. They then saw the crab. You are reporting like a journalist. Literature will begin the moment you start showing how meaning based on artistic creativity of how language has been used from the Taita context of how the story was narrated, brought out the meaning you are discussing. I'll give you an example. If my grandmother issues a warning to my sister in Kikuyu and says something like, We muthaniwe, ni urajigua, umenya kwerirwo, ndirwe matu, na ndinde kweri maguru. Does the manner in which my grandmother issues the warning to my sister contributes to how my sister interprets what my grandmother is talking about? In this case, therefore, I want you to think along similar lines in terms of how you'll question meaning in the materials you'll be analyzing. And that's why I say that you should do this in groups, not an individual's effort assignment, so that you can also share ideas and learn from one another. And to give you an example from English, I want you to think of the following statement. someone could say something like, "Your name is Joseph?" to mean the speaker is signaling a question. Anauliza kama swali. We, jina lako ni Yosefu? A different speaker can ask the same thing but not like a question and say something like, "Your name is Joseph? Your name is Joseph? Your name is Joseph? Your name is Joseph?" A question. "Your name is Joseph?" "Ah, no, I'm not Joseph, I'm Tom." "Oh, sorry, Tom, I keep forgetting your name. So the second speaker this time is not asking like a question, but it's what we may call ice breaking. The person is reaching out so as to start a conversation with the other person. Another person could still have the same words framed as follows. "Your name is Joseph. Jina lako ni Yosefu." Auliza swali. Amuomba anza kuzungumza. Ama amemwambia. That's a declarative statement. The first one. "Your name is Joseph? Your name is Joseph? Your name is Joseph." Those three ways of saying the same thing do not mean the same. And therefore, in your own experience of how people speak in English and how people tell narratives, how people present proverbs, and how people sing, you should be able to start dissecting the fine meaning that is hidden in how someone has made an utterance. Why am I pausing this much? Does my pausing signal some kind of emphasis that I'm putting into what I want my listener to consider as something important based on how I'm posing? So you can interrogate or question poses. Or if I talk very fast like this, does the way I'm talking suggest that I'm not being casual, funny, secular, and therefore there's nothing so serious about what I'm saying for you to waste much of your time on? I'm just being so casual. Does the speed, the speech rate, determine meaning? Does the pitch, how high or low one frames their voice, determines meaning? Does the intonations, ups and downs of a speaker or a singer contributes to the meaning one ends up conveying? And if all those things contribute to that meaning, how can we analyze the implied or the best of meaning that can be based on a speaker's way of putting their words? If I sing a song to a lady called Kanyi, and then I say, "Hey, Kanyi, you know what? Kagiki wadi, kagiki wadi, kagiki wadi, Kanyi, kagiki wadi." Does the Luo language and how Kanyi understands her mother tongue make her identify with what I'm saying? Or if I change it to something like, "Kagiki wadi, kagiki wadi, Kanyi, kagiki wadi, kagiki wadi." Does the melody, the manner in which something is put, affect, change, or influence meaning? And therefore, as I conclude, I want you to think about the three statements in English. Is your name Joseph? Oh, is your name Joseph? Is your name Joseph? Is your name Joseph? The way we hear characters speaking in a film. To what extent and how could we go about explaining all these shades of meaning? To all those who are asking how to do the cut assignment, I hope you'll find this helpful, and I also take this opportunity to wish you the best in everything that you are doing. In case you want to share your comments, your insights with me regarding how we can question the meaning and how we can analyze the meaning based on intonations. For example, if I say, your name is Mudhoni. Your name is Mudhoni. Your name is Mudhoni. I'm not baptizing someone. Shh, I'm baptizing her with porridge. Your name is Mudhoni. Your name is Mudhoni. And then we are somewhere maybe watching movie in a theater, and then I'm asking this lady, oh, your name is Mudhoni? Oh, your name is Mudhoni? She either says yes or no. Your name is Mudhoni? Your name is Mudhoni? Your name is Mudhoni? Your name is Mudhoni? How does the musicality tell the listener the meaning the speaker wants to tell the listener? Feel free to call any time of day or night to share your comments. Feel free to record your comments in form of voice notes and share with me. Feel free to SMS, to chat me on WhatsApp, to send your comments as write-ups on my email, and I'll be very grateful to hear from you. And with that, I wish to say, I wish you the best in your research, and as you think through these issues, so that you notice that oral literature at university level is much more than reporting. Kaka Sungura zamani wakapendana na Bwana Fisi. Hiyo tuliwachia darasa la 3. Tunapofika chuoni, sasa tuchanganue mawazo haya ambayo nimewajuza. Ndiposa sasa tuulizane, je, maana huwa wapi katika hadithi? Wishing you the best, and I'm also looking forward to reading your analysis and to hearing your comments about all the things I've talked about. Teacher Joseph. I guess I know nothing but you. Many will say I'm out of my mind. I guess I know nothing but you.